Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Platt's Poetry with Platt's part. I messed it up again. Oh god. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Platt's Poetry, Platt's Portrait, where we go behind the scenes and look at the things that Dominic never talks about. Dominic! Ugh, ew, disgusting. Oh gosh. I'm going to a new school, right? And everyone calls me Dominic there, and it's something. I'm not used to being called my first name at school. Honestly, my last name is what we go by, but Dominic. Today's episode is gonna be another unscripted episode, as I said in the last episode. The last episode I was rambling a bunch. Damn, I'm chatting off. But, give me a second, let me pause. For any family members or people that know me that are watching this or listening, profanity ahead! Anyways, today's poem is gonna be, today's episode is gonna be fun. Today's episode is gonna be fun. I'm gonna start off with something easy. I'm gonna start off with an easy poem, and then we're gonna continue. We're gonna say poems. This episode is about poems. So if you came here to hear me rant about my emotional state directly, this is not the place. We're doing indirectly through poetry. Okay? Thank you very much. Let me move the mic further away from me because I'm yelling and I do not wish to kill your ears with my upset nature. Okay. This poem is called What is Life? I remember writing a poem like this years ago. Now, let's go. I have written this before. At 15. Or was it 14? Perhaps 13. I do not remember. Time is such a terrible date keeper. Too busy running on and on to record its own story. Leaving man to tell the bias of his story. I suppose that's why they call it history. Get it? His story. History? Back in the day I used to spell history with a E. And then I learned in high school that it was T-R-O-Y. And I still think that it is it is T-R-E-Y. But, history. Life is about history. The things we remember and the things we force our minds to forget. The experiences gained from challenges and the pleasures we embrace in relaxation. Or smiles and or tears, told in the form of paint, pencil, symphony, and of course my favorite, poetry. I have many stories that I could tell through prose or I could splash out in a dramatic play. But poetry is my favorite way. When I was 12, I don't know why I'm so excited to say this, but I guess I need to go down a bit. When I was 12, my mother passed away. Well, she died. Why do we euthanize everything that we say? I failed school, miserably, at that. I became depressed. Who'd have thought that? Stripped of my mother's love. To this day, only 2 women have managed to fill the void. And both. Mother. When I turned 13, I had a dream of a faceless woman and 2 baby girls who wore my face as their skin. How a lovely dream it is. I haven't had it in a while. I miss it so. In this dream, I feel so at peace. Life is so at peace in that dream. At 14, I met my 14th crush. I know, what a coincidence. She vanished and I then punished her by being great, I hope. I doubt she remembers me. After her, I made sure that all my crushes would remember me. I don't wish to be forgotten, you see. At 15, missing my mother and in a state of loneliness and great anger, I wrote my 3rd book, where my main character stopped at nothing to get what he wanted. A woman's love. A woman's love. Oh, how funny. Let me read it again. At 15, missing my mother, and in a state of loneliness and great anger, I wrote my third book, where my main character stopped at nothing to get what he wanted most in the world. The red car. No, a woman's love. He too had a dead mother. His wife had killed herself in protest of his evil, and the sick twist of it all was even whilst playing God, me, the writer, who controls everything, I was unable to grant my character his wish. A wish I too shared. I denied him a woman's love. How hypocritical of me to desire something I will not give someone else, out of jealousy that he too cannot be happy if I in life must be sad. At 16, while finishing my fourth book about accepting reality for what it is and moving forward, I fell in love. It was like the dream at 13. Then, at 16, my heart was shattered for the first time. What a beautiful shatter it was. It broke in such beautiful crystalline structure, and when the light hit it with water, it made the most beauty of rainbows, and it was like a bouquet of roses falling on the floor. Oh my God, at 16, my heart was shattered for the first time. My mind became haunted by her face daily, and I mean daily. Night terrors, literal night terrors, that left me sweating in vision beyond human flesh, and I dipped into cynicism. Cynicism, what a fancy way to say pessimism, and was sore not to subject myself to such a dead notion that is romance. Romance is dead. Dead notion of romance. Don't you agree? Romance is surely dead, but Cupid patters along like such a foolish child, shooting everyone with these foolish arrows, forgetting to hit her. At 16, I was denied all I wanted at the time. And at 17, I promised myself to have everything I desire by 20. Just to prove that I can do it, that I can get what I want. At 18... I had everything on my list except one red car. One person. A person who makes me forget the void in my heart I got at 12. You see, at 18, I fell in love again. Despite warning myself never to do that. I really did warn myself. I tried so hard not to fall. I really tried. And while I tried so hard not to fall in love again, I fell deeper this time than the first. So deep, so much deeper, that when my body hit the spikes of rejection and my heart and mind were spared all forms of ejection, it was my spirit that died. It was him that took the brunt of the force. He lost his wings and just... why did I do it again? At 18, again, I, out of principle and respect, was forced to accept that once more I cannot have what I want. Just yet. Forget the void long enough to breathe. Because that is what I want. That is my red car. To forget that I am motherless. To forget the emptiness. That is what I want. But I cannot have it. But if love in romance and friendship are unable to fill me up, I always have work to distract me, don't I? At 19, with a somewhat glued up heart, a somewhat open mind, and a puppy new spirit. Peppy new spirit. Yet to see that this cruel world bereft of the love we so desire, I sit in silence and darkness and wonder, what is life? What is life? It cannot just be stories with no end. It cannot be a cycle of humility, A constant abnormal tug of war between desire, need, respect, and principle. Where the loser is always desire. Why can't I have what I want? It cannot just be stories. Everyone has stories. Even the dead have stories. And most stories are more interesting than my own. Death, love, heartbreak, lost spirits, and damaged minds are common in time. So common. What is life? Well, at 19, I think life is silence when you desire noise. Pain when you desire pleasure. Heartache with the thought of a crush when you desire excitement. Hatred of war, but a desire for peace. It is like trying to swim in a deep sea with tired limbs and no hope in sight, but a willingness to fight on just long enough for death's light. That either comes too soon or too late. What is life? It is the absence of what you want, but the choice to chase after it anyways. That's a nice poem. I think it's a nice poem. I love that poem. I really do love that poem. It's the most beautiful poem ever. When I was performing, I was actually saying stuff that weren't actually written there. I don't know how much I said that wasn't written there, but like it was fun to write that poem. I actually wrote that poem before when I was, as the poem said, 14, 13. I don't know when. It was long ago. I think I have it right here. Let's see how much we have evolved since then, huh? Or did you guys like that poem? It's a fun poem. You know, it's all about the performance, because actually that poem's crap. Whining child. You know, I'm a child. Childish, you know, it's very childish, actually. To be upset that you can't get what you want, you know. That's a childish mentality. But at the end of it all, I am a child, and I do enjoy being upset that I can't have everything I desire. I cannot find the poem I read about that in the past, but it was a lovely poem. I can't find it. Well, I found the second poem of our episode today. You know, it's called "What Is Love." I don't think I performed this last week. I don't remember what I performed the week before last week. I don't remember what was in August 31st episode. Okay, guys, I really don't remember. So if I'm re-performing a poem, then I guess that's okay. So we're back. Yeah, I pause. Anyways, what is love? Oh dear, what is love? Poets have been pondering this question for years. Have they not? I think so. Well, let's begin. To me, love is an action. Often, before I tell someone I love them, I have shown them 1,000 different times the depth of my feeling. Though this method lacks direct prosecution of intended motions, I find it dances near to perfection, allowing my limitless emotions to dance entirely without saying that word, which often isn't returned. I do not fear the word love, but I must agree, actions are better than shouting one's thoughts. It is, however, a coward's game to hide his words, and often maddening, not knowing how other person feels. especially when they decide to hush their suspicions on your fondness, on the notion of established friendly boundaries. To love through action is willingly risk insanity, especially when words mean so much to me. I hate actions. I hate action before words. Words solidify reality. They teach us how to move forward, how to dance, how to communicate, and how to speak. Words are powerful weapons of mass destruction, or seeds of great creation. However, while I can think of thousands of ways to say love, I am quick to action when the director calls for it, which she rarely does. Love is an action driven by a pure heart that wishes desperately to empty his endless well of feeling. Ugh. Love is an action done by spirits lacking sanity, knowing well they wish to scream the words and hear its echo come back to them. How sad. Love is the word action to an eager but patient mind who can easily write his feelings into rhyme. How nice. I think last week I performed Discipline, Congratulations Cupid, and Black Nothing, if I'm not wrong. So I didn't perform that poem. That's a nice poem. I think that's a nice poem. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a nice poem? Probably didn't perform it well. But we got 60 minutes left. Let's do a water break, eh? All this talking makes my throat dry. You know, I had an idea today to write a poem about all the different ways all the different ways human beings say no. Because I got a few. My friends have told me some stories, man. Like, they say no in all these elaborate ways. But all you need to do is say no, really. It's not that hard. Anyways. So, our last poem of the day is going to be called Express Yourself. It has expletives in there. I don't really like to let people know I have expletives. So I'm going to try and avoid saying them, really. And you can fill in the blank where they are if I don't avoid saying them. Then I'm sorry, family members and friends. Well, sorry. Sorry, family members. My friends know I curse. They know, oh dear, they know. Anyways, let us go. Express Yourself is the name of the poem. When people tell me to express myself, I want to yell and scream because all I do is express myself. I'm an open book. There are no guardrails, no cages. My heart is open for all to see. The bruises left by life's tragedies, my mind's maze, may lead you astray. But if you so desire, in it you may play like I express myself. I am so confused by this statement that I'm muttering gibberish from my mouth. Really? Express myself. And my poem is not enough. What more expression does one need beyond I'd let the oceans of sadness drown me if given even a small opportunity to be in your reality? Yeah, I suppose that is a bit much. Express myself. Maybe you just don't understand poetry. Prose or plays. Maybe literature drives you insane. And then listen to me. Listen to my words. Listen to them. Look up their meanings. Express myself. Oh, Jesus. Express myself. Express myself. What do you want me to say? I miss you? Please text me. I hope you're okay. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Please. Whatever you do, do not leave me or forget me. Please don't forget me. 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 Don't leave. Don't forget. Don't leave. Don't forget. Please miss me too. Please miss me too. Please miss you too. Please text me. Don't text me, but don't let me have to ask you to text me. Please. Ah, gosh. Oh, shut up. Too much direct words. I'll do anything to make you happy. Anything. Is that direct enough? Express myself. How can I express myself to a person whose heart I can't even hear? How can I express myself to a person who doesn't care to ask questions about my expressions? How can I express myself? How can I express myself if you constantly question my expressions? Bring up previous conversations of which you need not mention because I know already the contents. I know already. And I know what to do. How can I express myself when the silence between my paragraphs and your tepid responses is enough to fill my chest with anxiety and cause my spirit to hang itself by the sea? How can I express myself if you don't listen to me? You don't hear me. Express yourself. How about that? Express yourself. Stop hiding behind questions and about me and asking me to tell you to recite a soliloquy as if I am some Shakespearean character locked away in one of his plays, reading such eloquent poetry. Express myself. What am I? A screen? What am I? A computer? What am I supposed to do with that sentence? What am I supposed to do with this command? Express myself. There's nothing more to express than the words that are written on the page. When I say that I wish enraged to burn down Cupid's home and slaughter his very existence with his own bow, to take his love and crush it in front of him, do you not see that I am expressing myself? When I say I want the world, I want everything, I want the very code to creating life from nothing, which is impossible, just so I can give it to you. Is that not enough expression? Express myself. What more do you need me to express? Princess, my queen, my love, my world. What more do you need? An expression. Express your sounds like you want excess. That you already have access. I need not give excess if you have access to my heart. Express myself. Express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself. Stop asking me to tell you what it means when I say the clock has struck 12 on my mind today. Or that roses are red and violets are blue and those are just pittance compared to the galaxy that I would give to you. Don't ask me to express myself. Don't ask me that question. Don't tell me to express myself. Expressing myself is not something I do. I'm a writer. I make up stories that make about people. I control them, and I do not express myself. I express the feelings of speakers and characters and plays and stage directions and honeymoon phases. I do not express myself. I express others. So stop asking me to express myself. Express yourself instead. Or listen. Thank you. That was the end of that poem. What a nice poem. Yes. I think that's a nice poem. Express yourself. Most of that poem I didn't write down, actually. Went off on a tangent and I had to drag myself back in. So, as I said, book 7 is finished. And I think I'm going to read some more from the chapter I was reading. I'm going to go to chapter 1.5. Yeah? Alright, so let's go. Miss Mary was on her way to the back room when she saw a stranger at the end of her bar. They were seated by themselves and appeared to be discontent. Miss Mary, being the caring sort, stepped over to them, trying to find out what was wrong with them, and so she could prepare the correct remedy. Good morning, good evening, and welcome to Mary's Hole. My name is Mary. They didn't respond. This irritated Miss Mary considerably. Regardless of the quality of men and women that congregated in her pub, she had zero tolerance for rudeness. She slammed on the table, and tremendous noise seemed to break the person's trance. It also silenced everyone else. Good evening. I do not know where you're from, but we have manners here. I'm going to request that you either greet me or leave. They took the covering from their heads and stepped on the counter, jokingly saying, "My name is Kendrick, and good evening to all." Miss Mary yanked him away from the counter and told him and the other bartenders to keep the bar open while she dragged him outside for some fresh air. What a nice book, guys. Yeah, I suggest that we all read it when we upload it to Wattpad later on this year or next year. Sorry, I'm belching. I had pork chops for dinner. It was very delicious. I love pork chops. I also love curried chicken. Anyone else love curried chicken? I got 3 minutes to kill, and the noise in the background just started. So I think it's telling me that I should stop the episode right now. So, yeah, so those are today's poems. I hope you enjoyed them. I was very performative this episode. Next week will be the season finale. So I don't know what I'm going to do for that yet. Maybe I'll pre-record something. Maybe I'll feel up to the task of actually writing a script. Because, life's rough right now, man. There's an interesting quote. I don't remember who said it, but it said that woman, poetry, and liquor will not cure the emptiness of your heart. Interesting. It's a very nice quote to have. But yes, remember, guys, sometimes we want the house and we do everything to get the house, but we don't really get the house, and it's okay. Life goes on. Don't worry about it. Another house is right down the road, okay? Now, remember to follow us over on Platt's Poetry and over on Twitter. We're trying to get to 2,000 followers on Twitter, so if you want to follow us over on Twitter, go ahead. And we're trying to get 50 subscribers on YouTube, so subscribe. We're only 3 subscribers away. Also, make sure that you follow my bro at Tyreek Art over on Instagram and on YouTube. Get his likes up, get his subscribers up, get his followers up. He's a very, 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 very good gentleman. So, you all best enjoy your day, best enjoy your weekend, and remember, what do we say at the end of most of our episodes? You are perfectly lovable. You are amazingly talented. And you are tough. So let me repeat. You're perfectly lovable. You're amazingly talented, and you're tough. You're a Platts. We're Platts, guys. Okay, so let's go. I am perfectly lovable. I'm amazingly talented, and I am indeed tough. Bye, guys.